So is there any reason why we shouldn't go out and plant fruit trees in the corner of a paddock?
No, I mean, it should be encouraged. The only considerations would be, is there enough shelter for your fruit trees? If you're going to start an orchard, you need to have shelter. If you don't have adequate shelter, you risk losing a lot of your blossom in spring. And if it's that windy, then it makes it a lot harder for bees to come along and pollinate as well, which will affect your fruit, lack of fruit.
So I guess the sort of the home paddocks, the ones that are close to the homestead, is where you would put them into corners and things.
Yeah, I mean, they can be further away, but you have to have the shelter. And then you also need to consider your soil. If you're going to plant fruit trees, they need a lot of nutrients in that. You've got to have a good fertile soil. But you can start an orchard anywhere. You can start it in a sand dune. You just have to dig deep holes, put lots of compost in, make sure you've got some irrigation up and going to get them through the summers.
Sorry.
And I was going to say, in being fruit trees and that, you do need to keep up a spray regime.
That's what I was going to ask you. Because people would be put off by that. They'd think, oh, it's all too hard, I've got to keep spraying them.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are certain varieties in the way of, like your apples, which are more disease resistant than others. But in general, and especially with your stone fruits, like your apricots, peaches, nectarines, they do need a regular spray program. And that includes spraying them with copper.
So copper seems to be the magical answer though, because everybody sort of says just spray them with copper.
Oh, that definitely helps. It definitely keeps the diseases away. But it's just a matter of doing it at the right times of the year. So spraying in winter, spraying in spring, but not when the bees are around.
The lovely thing, of course, is that they produce. So you do get something off from the trees.
Oh, definitely. It's nothing better than being able to eat your own fruit off your own trees, ones that you've grown yourself. It's very satisfying.
People seem to be heading towards nut trees as well as fruit trees.
Definitely. In a lot of cases, you do need a bit more room. You do need shelter, once again.
The shelter keeps coming up, doesn't it?
It does.
So get your shelter belts planted first. And
Definitely.
then once you've got that, then you can plant your orchard or your nuts.
You can start an orchard without the shelter, but you could be very disappointed for a while until your shelter gets up and starts protecting your fruit trees.
Plan in advance.
Exactly.